So I've got one question for you. Have you fallen off the cliff? All right, we're going to talk about it in this episode. Let's go. Welcome to the Overweighted Podcast, where we get real about the struggles of being obese and needing to lose a whole lot of weight. My name's Malaika. I'm your host, weight loss mentor and coach. Join me on my personal weight loss journey to lose about 200 pounds, and as I share my very real experiences, plus some simple, successful, and sustainable weight loss tips and mindset shifts so that we can mark lose weight off of our to-do list for good. So it is that time of year known as the fitness cliff in the fitness industry. And also, it is the 1 year anniversary of the Overweighted podcast. So shout out to all of you, because if you were not listening, I would not still be here. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. And it amazes me to see that there are listeners all over the globe that listen to this podcast. So I think that's really cool. And again, thank you. And I wanted to do a review giveaway in celebration of the 1 year anniversary. So post a review on Apple Podcast and then screenshot it and tag me on social media. I am on Instagram and also on Facebook as Malaika Burley, and I will have those links, of course, in the show notes in the description. So post a review on Apple Podcasts, take a screenshot of it for me, and then tag me on social, and I will announce the winner of the giveaway on March 1st. So you have the entire month to do that. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate you listening to the Overweighted podcast in this last year, and I can't wait to see what happens in the next year. All right, so let's get into this. So the fitness cliff. So this is the time of year around February 9th where most of the people that made resolutions to lose weight, get healthy, work on their wellness, they have already fallen off. So I think the number is like around 80% or something like that. It may be higher. I don't really remember the exact number, but most of the people have fallen off. So if you are still working towards your weight loss or your health goal that you set for yourself at the beginning of this year, then I want to tell you kudos to you, congratulations, whoop whoop, and all that good stuff, because you are beating out the majority of the people because you didn't give up and you kept going. And if you have already fallen off the cliff, then I want to encourage you to get back up and start again. It is okay that you fell off, as long as you don't completely give up and quit on your goal. It's only the beginning of February if you're listening to this at the time that I'm posting this. So you still have plenty of time to hit your goal for this year. So just start over again. And like I always encourage you to do, start with one thing that's really going to make a positive impact on your weight loss journey for this year, something that's going to make the biggest difference and be the biggest shift that could like for me and my story, if you've heard it before, it was I had to stop drinking soda. That was the biggest thing for me. And by doing that, that created this ripple effect of other healthy behaviors that came behind that. So think about what that one thing is that you can do that's going to be a big impact for your health. And that's something that could also be a simple change for you. You don't want to do anything that's going to be super complicated, but something simple that's going to make the biggest splash in your weight loss journey. All right. And so I wanted to tell you too with this episode that weight loss and losing weight and keeping it off, it's not about the fitness and the nutrition, or rather I should say it's not just about the fitness and nutrition. That is a piece of it, but that's not all of the picture. And I just wanted to go over a couple things really quick. And I have podcast episodes on all of these things that I'm about to share with you. So I will put them in the show notes as well. So make sure you go and listen to these episodes. But like I said, losing weight and actually keeping it off isn't just about the fitness and nutrition. And that was something that I really had to learn throughout my weight loss journey these last couple of years. I have tried just about every diet that has been out there in the past, and I would lose weight on the diets. Like I said, when you go on a diet, you do lose weight. But the thing is that you typically don't keep it off. And so that was always my issue. Why am I not keeping the weight off? And so that's when I realized there were other factors that went into it, because I know the fitness and nutrition. I have a BS in physiology, a master's in public health education. So I knew like the nutrition and being healthy and how to do that. And I bet most of you know how to actually be healthy as well. But for some reason, it's just not sticking, or you don't stick with it. You're not being consistent the way you want to, or like I said, you lose the weight, but then you end up gaining it back. And so what I realized is that there are other things in place here that we have to address in our weight loss journey. And one of those things is dealing with some of the issues that we have going on in our life or in our minds that are affecting our weight. And I will link to the podcast episode where I talked about this, but that might be past trauma or past hurts that you have been through. It might be limiting beliefs that you have or strongholds that you have. Those things could be affecting your weight. So even when you lose the weight, because you're mentally still locked in this place of this trauma in the past, you end up regaining the weight back because you haven't dealt with that trauma. So dealing with the issues that you've had in your life is going to be something that's going to affect losing the weight and keeping it off. Another thing that is really important with losing weight and making sure you keep it off is learning to love yourself more. You have to get to a place where you're not self-hating and self-loathing and, really just not loving yourself, like I said, and get to that place where you are. Because like I've said before, you have to love yourself better in order to love yourself better. So you really need to start practicing some self-love, learning to love and appreciate the place where you are right now as you are continuing to work on getting healthier and better, because you can love yourself just the way you are right now today and still want to improve yourself. And so loving yourself more is another thing that's really going to help you on your weight loss journey. And then, of course, nutrition is important. Like I said, fitness and nutrition isn't the only thing, but it is important. And if I had to weigh the two, I would say nutrition is going to be the most important, especially for those of us that have over 50 pounds to lose. That would be the thing that I would start with on the weight loss journey and really focusing on that. I've said it before, but if you have over 50 pounds to lose, probably the best way for you to lose weight is to focus on being in a calorie deficit. So you want to have more calories going out or more calories being burned than calories being consumed. That is going to be the easiest thing for you to focus on. And then as you start losing the weight, you can focus on nutrition and making sure that the majority of the calories that you have coming in are from healthier options throughout the day. So nutrition over the fitness, I believe, is going to be the most important for those of us just starting our health journeys, just starting our weight loss journeys. And like I said, that have over 50 pounds or more to lose. And by the way, if you're a woman that has over 50 pounds to lose, then feel free to join me inside of Transformation Tribe. It is my free weight loss community. You can join us at malaikaburley.com/network. It's not a group on Facebook, so you don't have to worry about being on Facebook. It is actually hosted by Mighty Networks. So you can join us again in Transformation Tribe at malaikaburley.com/network. And the last thing that I want to suggest that you do is forget about exercising to lose weight. Forget about exercising to lose weight. I really think when you get into that mindset that that's going to actually help you a lot with losing weight and keeping it off, when you are not associating the exercise you do with the weight that you want to lose. Work on learning to exercise for all of the benefits that you get from exercising that have nothing to do with weight loss, because exercise is so beneficial for your body in general. So even when you get to a point that you're like, okay, I've lost all the weight that I want to lose, but hey, I still need to continue to exercise because I want to feel good in this new body. I want to strengthen this body. I want to tone this body, etc., etc. So get to a point where you are not associating exercise with just losing weight, and that you are looking at exercise for all of the awesome benefits that you get for your body. All right, so that is what I wanted to share. Like I said, if you've fallen off the cliff, climb back up. review the plan that you had for yourself and go back in there and start again. It's not too late. You can still hit your goals for the year. And I would love to hear about it and celebrate with you when you do hit the goal that you've set for yourself. And like I said, make sure to leave a review so you can be entered for that review giveaway for our 1 year anniversary. All right, you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you got any value out of this or something just really resonated with you, can you do me a favor and leave a review? It helps others find the show so that it could help them too. Also, I'd love to connect with you on other platforms. I'm Malaika Burley on IG and YouTube. And go grab my free webinar, The 5 Keys to Simple, Successful, and Sustainable Weight Loss at malaikaburley.com. And of course, all of those links are in the show notes. Thanks again and have a blessed day.